Welcome, Thinkster, to this tutorial where I want to show you the Python regex OR operator. So let's open a share. Okay, so you may already know the re library. So the re library is a regular expression library in Python. And now, so first of all, say we want to, we have given a string. So like it can be any text, for example this one. Buy now iPhone only $3.99 with free iPad. So we have two words, iPhone and iPad, which we want to search. And now say we want to search like iPhone or iPad. So we want to match all strings that are either iPhone or iPad. Okay, so how do we do this? We use the find all method. The find all method takes three arguments. The first argument is the pattern, which we want to search. The second argument is a string in which we want to search the pattern, and then the flex argument. This is an optional argument, and in most cases you don't need it. And okay, so what is our pattern? This is like the big question here. And the pattern in our case would be we want to search for all strings that are either iPhone or iPad. Okay, so this is our pattern, and we want to search for this string in our text. And yeah, we use this simple OR operator, as you already know from other programming languages. So like the vertical bar, this is the OR operator in Python. And here we use the group operator. So basically these are the parentheses indicates that this is a matching group now. Okay, so and if you print this, then you see, okay, it finds out all occurrences, and there is one occurrence of the iPhone substring and one occurrence of the iPad substring. Okay, so now let's have a few more examples. So say we have the same text, but now the question is what happens if we don't have the parentheses, so this group operator, because now this is a matching group, as you already know, and oftentimes you don't want to have a matching group, because matching group can also be, it also can distract you, and it may not even be necessary. So the question is, what happens if we have this regular expression? So we don't have any matching group. Does it still work? And yes, it does. So it gives us the same result. Okay, so if you want to use the OR operator, you can use it just in a normal regular expression. You don't have to use it within a matching group or within the parentheses. Okay, so this is like interesting to know, and oftentimes you'll see it like just using the raw vertical bar operator as the OR operator. Okay, so now an interesting question is, what happens if we have, like, if we use the OR operator but within, so to say, empty string? So what happens now? It's an interesting question. If you have completely understood everything, then you should already see what happens here. Okay, so we use the text here, buy now iPhone only $3.99 with free iPad, and now we use iPhone or nothing on the right hand side of the OR operator. What happens? Yeah, it's something strange happened. It happens because you didn't specify what to match here. It assumed that on the right hand side of the operator there's the empty string, and in fact there is the empty string. So it will like match either iPhone. If it can match iPhone, it will match iPhone. But if it cannot match the iPhone substring, then it will match the empty string. Okay, and this is basically what happens here, yeah? So it tries to match the iPhone, but oftentimes it cannot match the iPhone, so it matches the empty string. Okay, and this also works like the other way around. If you have the empty string on the left-hand side, but stay with me for a moment because something interesting is happening here. We have a different result, yeah? So now actually you should think that this is like semantically the same as this is, but the result is slightly different. So we have like one additional empty string. And why does this happening? Basically, so in this case, so the regular expression engine goes from the left to the right. Okay, so it tries to match the left hand operator the left hand pattern first, and if it can match the left hand pattern, it consumes it basically, yeah. So consumes it means that it doesn't match it anymore. So this happens here. Here you see the regex engine basically started here in our first example. It checks, can I match iPhone? No, I can't, so I match the empty string, and then it returns the empty string. Then it moves on to the right. Can I match iPhone? No, I cannot. So it matches the empty string and moves on. And it does this again and again and again until it reaches this point. Then it checks, can I match iPhone? Basically it can, so it matches iPhone. And then it consumes iPhone and starts matching from after the substring iPhone. It like matches the empty string, empty string, empty string, and so on. Okay, all the way to the right. So this is in the first example. But in the second example, it doesn't ask, can I match iPhone? But it asks, can I match the empty string? And in this case, it can match the empty string. So it matches the empty string. And then it consumes the empty string. And after consuming the empty string, it's still at this position. And now it asks, can I match iPhone? And it cannot match iPhone, so it moves on the right. So you see, it first tries to match the empty string, and only then it checks, it also matches the string iPhone. And as the empty string is empty, we don't consume it. So it returns the empty string until it reaches this point. Now it checks, can I match the empty string? Yes, it can. So it first matches the empty string, then it consumes the empty string, so it matches it. And only after this, so we have one additional match of the empty string, and only then it matches the iPhone substring. Okay, and therefore you see that we have one additional empty string here. So if you don't understood this completely, then go back, listen to the explanation again, what I did with the regular expression engine, and because this is interesting to see under the hood what happens by the regular expression engine. And oftentimes you can only understand regular expressions if you really understand how the engine works. Otherwise, I mean, there's no way of seeing why we have this additional empty string here if you use this combination. Okay, good, but this was like a bit more a theoretical thing. One also question that happens sometimes is, can we nest the Python regex OR operator? Okay, so let's paste some text. Here we have a text of bunch of x, y, i's, and z's. And the question is, so can we like combine the vertical string? So for example, we have xxx or I or zzz. And now, does this work? What do you think? Yes, it works. It matches all occurrences of either 3 times x, 3 times I, or 3 times z, or triple z. So now the question is, what happens if we do this in a matched way? Okay, so let's have something strange. Say we want to have x and either I, or we still have grouping ZZ or I, or so you don't really understand what's happening here, or the empty string and then close, and yeah, try to match this thing. It's a strange thing, but the only question is, does this actually work? If it works, we should at one point be able to match the empty string, and in fact it does. Okay, so it matches the empty string, and it's possible to do this. Okay. An alternative, so if you only want to match one character out of a set of characters, so basically an OR combination of a set of characters, then you can use character classes. Okay, so say we have the text hello world, and now you can use find all A to Z plus. So basically A to Z is an abbreviation. It's a range abbreviation for A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, and so on, yeah, to Z, yeah. So I could have just typed in everything, and basically this means, so if you have this opening bracket and this closing bracket, then everything within is just taken as a character or as a character range, and only one of them is matched each time. Okay, but then we have the plus operator, which means match at least one of those characters in our character class. So we match at least one character from A to Z from our text, which means that, yeah, we will start here, we match one character, but we match another one, then it tries to match this one, but this is an empty space, so it doesn't match, so it goes back and gives this as a result. So hello would be one result, and the second result would be world. So let's check. Hello world. Okay, so this is basically the character class also is like an OR operation, because it matches one character out of this character class. And so then one other frequent question in combination with the OR regular expression is what if you want to match the vertical line? So as you have seen, this OR operator now is already taken. This vertical line is already taken as the OR operator. So if we want to use it in our regular expression, so say we want to really match this vertical line, how do we do it? So then you simply escape the OR operator. Okay, so say we want to find this pattern, basically A or B. So A vertical line B in our string A B B B B. Yeah, something like this. So then of course it would take this vertical line as the OR operation. So it would either match A, the character A, or the character B. So it will basically match all positions here, but not the vertical line. So, but what if we want to match like this whole thing? So we want to match A vertical line B. Then simply instead of vertical line, we write escape or a backslash vertical line. The backslash implicitly or tells the Python regular expression engine to get rid of the special meaning of the vertical line character. And then if the the special meaning is removed, it basically just takes the vertical line as the character. So it tries to match A vertical line B. So it will match this substring. Good. Then a related question is, can we match the AND? So so if there is an OR operator, is there also an AND operator? So yeah, just think about it. If you talk about AND, you basically want to match pattern A and a pattern B in a given string. Matching a pattern and another pattern is basically a simple concatenation. So if you want to match like pattern A and pattern B, then we just write AB and we can find it in any string like this. Okay, so it will find our pattern if it exists in the string. So the AND operator is simply the concatenation, the string concatenation, so to say. If there is an AND and an OR operator, then the logical thing would be that there is a NOT regular expression, and actually there is. So we can, like, for example, say we want to. So there are two possibilities. The first possibility is to have the negative character class. So if you want to match all characters except a set of specific characters. So another way of reading this would be not a certain character. So we want to match everything but not a certain character. And yeah, you can use it with this following notation. Like we have the character class, which you already know, this opening bracket, and then this head operator. Yeah, and this in combination means that we want to match everything that is not within that is not in the character class. Okay, and now say we have like any string. Let's copy paste any string here, and yeah, this funny enough matches noob. Okay, but wrongly written. Good. Then we yeah, an alternative is, so if you want to match all patterns but not a given pattern, and the pattern can be arbitrarily complicated. Now in this case it's only a single character, but what if the pattern can be arbitrarily complicated, which we want to not to match? Then basically we can use negative look ahead. And yeah, we have an example next. So we want to find all, then all, we want to find all patterns with an arbitrary number of characters A to Z, but not, so now we have the look ahead that starts an arbitrary number of characters A to Z. Okay, so now this seems strange, but you will see in a moment what we are doing here. And then we have like the text. This is a text in which we want to search our pattern, and this is our pattern. And here in our pattern, so now first, as I already said, we want to match an arbitrary number of characters, so non-empty characters basically, or alphabetic lowercase characters, from A to Z. And which means that like this word hello would fall into this range. But then we don't want to match this thing. Basically this opening parenthesis question mark exclamation mark indicates that we have a negative look ahead now, and this is not consumed. So So now it, like the regular expression engine, looks ahead at this position. So we have matched the word hello, and now it looks ahead. Is there another arbitrary number of characters coming? Of course, at this point, there is not such a, because now the empty space is coming. Empty space does not fall into this character class, so basically it would not apply here. And then it would simply return hello as the first result, and go like here. It cannot match anything, so it would move on. And now it matches here as part of the first part of the equation. It would match the word world, and then again here it would check, is there a certain pattern not matching that follows. Yeah, so like this arbitrary number of characters, but at least one character, is this coming? And actually it's not coming because nothing more is coming, so the result is two matches. We have the first match is the word hello, the second match is the word world. Good. Okay, so this would be easier. Of course, you could also do the same, like, just for your information, you could also do the same like so. Because the plus operator is greedy, it just matches an arbitrary number of characters, as many as possible. Okay? So it would be the same in this example. But I mean, one advantage is that you can really check whether a certain pattern is not coming. So for example, iPhone is not coming in combination with, say, iPod. It only comes in combination with smartphone or so. Yeah. So you can check which words you want to exclude from a given context in your text. Okay, so that's it for the OR operator. So I think I have handled most of the questions. If you have any more questions, then yeah, please send me an email or give a comment below, and see you in the next video. Bye.